So it is fitting that we're joined today by our esteemed commencement speaker, Amir Husain, one of the most technically accomplished and insightful voices in the AI and broader technology sectors, and a proud alumnus of the UT Computer Science Department. Amir's life and work embody the spirit that drives our programs and the graduates they produce, which is to produce new knowledge and apply it for the greater good. Among his many ventures, Amir is the founder and inaugural CEO of Spark Cognition, a path-breaking AI solutions company that excels in sectors ranging from finance to aerospace. The company's innovative approach to solving real-world problems has earned it international acclaim and positioned Spark Cognition as one of the most influential AI enterprises in the world. Amir holds multiple patents and has authored several books, including The Sentient Machine, The Coming Age of Artificial Intelligence, which fuses concepts from science, technology, cognitive psychology, and philosophy to offer a thoughtful and yet optimistic guide for navigating the risks and opportunities for an AI-driven world. In addition to being an avid inventor and wide-ranging thinker, Amir embodies another principle that resonates strongly among our faculty, students, and alumni, that the community you build is just as important as the technologies you create. For Amir, UT Austin is at the heart of that community. He met his wife, Zabe, here at UT, built successful companies here in Austin with the collaboration of UT CS faculty members, and his children are also proud Longhorns. The UT Austin community, Amir's community, is the same one of which you are now also permanent and valued members. We are honored to have him back at the 40 Acres. Please join me in welcoming Amir Husain.
Dear graduating master's class in computer science, Dean Vandenbout, Chairman Fussell, colleagues, faculty, ladies and gentlemen, I am so very happy to be with you all today. Ever since the age of 4, I've been enthralled by computers. The impact of seeing the simple game run on a Commodore 64 was monumental. And it took hold of my imagination and in many ways my life. As I matured, I discovered the profundity of computer science, and that only deepened its allure to me. And while I speak to you today as a computer scientist, I see many parallels and connections between computer science and data science. As you know, computer and data science are not merely about programming, designing data structures, and writing algorithms. They are ways of perceiving the world that can enrich every facet of your lived experience. Both are disciplines that extend far beyond what meets the eye. And it is a few hints at this magnificent splendor that I wish to share with you all today. I have learned from computer science in such a deep sense the concept of equality. Computational equality, that is. You may have heard of the Church-Turing thesis. It posits that any problem that can be solved by a powerful computer can also be solved by a less powerful one, albeit at a slower pace. Consider that for a moment. Any problem solvable by the world's swiftest computer can also be solved with a modest Commodore 64 running at 1 megahertz. In fact, even a mechanical Turing machine with a head and a tape and some symbols can do the same. So 2 computers, an IBM from the 80s and the latest supercomputer that we've spent billions of dollars on, may appear vastly different on the surface, but in their essence, they are the same. They are equivalent in the problems that they can solve. This insight taught me to look beyond superficial disparities, superficial differences, and recognize ways, the beautiful ways, in which equality exists in this world around us. So can you think of other places where you might apply this idea of equality? Computer science also taught me much of the relationship between necessity, adequacy, and elegance. For me, these relationships were illuminated by the concept of Turing completeness. In programming, we learn that a minimal set of instructions, a conditional, a jump, an assignment, an addition operator, are all that is necessary to write any computer program. This minimal set of 4 or 5 instructions is Turing complete, meaning these instructions can be combined to compute anything that is computable. However, the question arises, is such minimalism adequate? And adequate for what? Context determines adequacy. What is adequate for one situation may not be adequate for another. So you must step into the shoes of the person who requires the solution, the person you are trying to help, to determine if your solution meets the bar. If it is not, then you must build upon these basic instructions to compose more complex instructions, ascend to a higher level of abstraction, to morph the barely necessary into the task appropriate and adequate. But even if a solution fulfills the criteria of necessity and adequacy, is it elegant? Because what I want you to aspire to in life is not just adequacy. I would love for you to aspire to elegance. So is it elegant? Do solutions expressed in the most basic way possible, the barely necessary, add to the beauty of our world? In most cases, they do not. Elegance is a little bit of art for art's sake. Elegance requires more scaffolding than the basics. It builds on determination, perseverance, and a willingness to invest the effort. And if you can do that, you can achieve remarkable things, even with limited resources, limited experience, and limited skill. Hard work can make up for all of these things. And after today, hopefully, you'll see this as scientific fact. Another valuable lesson I've learned from computer science is about the nature of creativity. I understood creativity when I understood compression. Lossy compression, to be specific. The ability to drastically reduce the amount of information required to store a complex pattern and to then reproduce a useful and often nearly indistinguishable facsimile of the original. That is what lossy compression does. Not the original, but a facsimile of it. So to be creative is to take a small input and map it to something much more substantial, coherent, and useful. In other words, it is the ability to take a small idea or a stimulus from the environment and create something uniquely beautiful. But if the compression you use isn't lossy, you are merely a copying machine. Imperfections are necessary for creativity, as they allow us to become creators of new things rather than mere replicators. Embrace your imperfections because they are what drive your creativity, uniqueness, and your innovation. During your time at UT Austin, you have acquired far more than mere technical knowledge. You've been exposed to a plethora of mental models and a new philosophy that can elevate every aspect of your life. You've also been given a chest of tools that will help you get more out of the opportunities life brings to your doorstep. You are all scientists. Your sciences are profound, soulful, and beautiful, and teach us so much about the mysteries that surround us. As my own experiences with implementing artificial intelligence in the world's largest organizations have taught me, we've entered a world where the future is being shaped not just by humans, but also by machines, and by humans augmented by machines. So, as stewards of this uniquely powerful cybernetic timeline, I urge you to internalize and to meditate on the lessons you've learned here. By doing so, you will find that you have access to a wellspring of wisdom. Computer science and data science are far more than you might have realized. So in conclusion, let me extend my heartfelt felicitations and good wishes to you, class of 2024, on your remarkable accomplishment and so much hard work. As I look at you all I see is potential. All I see before me are the architects of a beautiful world that is soon to be. I'm certain that each and every one of you will achieve great things, each in your own way. Great things that will have a lasting impact on the world and on those around you. So as you embark on whatever lies ahead, may the orders of N always be in your favor. And as we say here at UT Austin, hook 'em.